Hello, my name is Irvin Smith. This is my practice video for our informative speech. My topic is the importance of preschool. There are many stages of education. Most people start out in elementary school, first through sixth grade, then off to middle school or junior high school, then high school. This is all that is required of you in the state of California as far as education is concerned. Many of you may have noticed that I left out kindergarten. Did you know that in California, kindergarten is not mandatory? According to Education Code EC Section 48200, in California, children between 6 and 18 years of age are subject to compulsory full-time education. What? If I only knew this as a 5-year-old. Anyways, more than 10% of all children in the state of California do not attend kindergarten. What this says to me is that early childhood education is not important. I'm sure for other parents who have this information may feel the percentage of them anyways, may feel the same way. There are studies that prove that students that start out in preschool are statistically more likely to graduate high school and even enroll into college than those who start school at 5 or 6 years old. Now, this is the information that all parents need to know. What this says to me is that preschool is an investment into my child's future. What I want to talk to you about today is about what is taught in preschool, how it is taught, and the importance of preschool. I'd like to start by talking about what is taught in preschool, but before we talk about that, I'd like to briefly talk about kindergarten. Most people think of kindergarten as a class where kids paint and play all day. This is just not true. Kindergarten has changed over the years. Kindergarten is now essentially first grade, and so that makes first grade second grade. So for a child that does not attend kindergarten is basically starting in second grade as you and I know it. This is setting up most children for failure. I say most because every child is different. Some children may have many of the necessary resources available to them which will allow for them to be successful with or without preschool and kindergarten. But that doesn't apply to most children. Going back to preschool, preschool is an environment designed to develop children. The areas of development include physical, social, emotional, and language and literacy. The subjects will include speaking and listening, early reading, early writing, math, science, and social studies, and creative arts. For most children, this will be their first experience with most of these subjects. I know what some of you may be thinking. If kindergarten is so tough these days, then how is preschool any different? The main difference is that there's no testing, no grades. All the children learn at their own pace with age-appropriate curriculum. This takes all of the pressure off of the child. If they have a tough day, they do not go home or do not have to go home and explain to their parents why they had a poor mark on an assignment. One of the most important things to try to achieve with any child in a preschool setting is hopefully to create a love of learning. If successful, the child will become more open to listening to what it is that you're trying to teach, and hopefully this becomes a lifelong love of learning. Preschool teachers use curriculum in fun and creative ways so that children enjoy what it is that they are doing. Most of the preschooler's day is learning through play. If a teacher keeps finding fun and exciting ways to deliver the information, the children will continue to be interested. Kids like to play and have fun, so it's a win-win situation. Preschool is important. According to a journal I read by the Russell Sage Foundation, quote, "A strong evidence base indicates that early childhood education is effective at improving young children's academic skills and human capital development." So what's being said here is that a child that is enrolled into a preschool program will do better in school and that they will make more money in their lifetime than those who did not attend preschool. There are many articles, journals, books that have similar findings. So why isn't preschool mandatory? If there's solid evidence proving that preschool is an investment into our child's future, we discussed what is taught in preschool, how it is taught, and the importance of preschool programs. None of this information is newly discovered. Many know the benefits of preschool. Not only preschool, but even kindergarten is not a requirement. I believe as more and more parents learn of the benefits of early childhood education, that enrollment in these programs will continue to increase. But until then, each year there will be children entering into the school system unprepared for what comes ahead. Preschool is an investment in your child's future. They are worth it.